Hello everyone, today me and my team are here to present some views on conflict management. Conflict management is a practice of being able to identify and handle conflict sensibly, fairly, and efficiently. It is a process of dealing with incompatibilities, disagreement arising from, for example, deriving opinions, objectives, and needs. Since conflict is a business are natural part of workplace, it is important that there are people who understand conflict and know how to resolve them. This is important in today's market for more than ever. Everyone is striving to show how valuable they are in their company they work for, and at the time, this can lead to dispute with other members of the team who are working with them. So now let us talk about the type of conflict which arises in workplace and within a person. Moreover,
Wait a minute, stupid! You don't have to share that mouse with that guy. Look. X marks the spot. You get the general idea, don't you? Okay then, let him have it. I'm disgusted with you. You're yellow. You lost your night. Now listen here. You're a citizen, ain't you? You got rights. That mouse was yours first. You had priorities on him. Okay then. Plant that axe in his toupee, and you have that little cheese napper all to yourself. Go on, swing it.
Buzz! Buzz! Ha! You're alive! This is great! Oh! I'm saved! I'm saved! Andy will find you here. He'll take us back to the room, and then you can tell everyone that this was all just a big mistake. Huh? Right? Buddy?
I just want you to know that even though you tried to terminate me, revenge is not an idea we promote on my planet.
Oh, well, that's good.
But we're not on my planet, are we?
No. Okay, come on! You want a piece of me?
What's wrong?
The pulse rates are spiking again. They're huge.
Are you serious? Tim?
I'm about to have a major quake.
It jumped to a 7.1! Jesus, Kim, get the hell out of there! Everybody get off the deck! Everybody off! Hurry up! Stay behind the barriers!
No, I'm wrong. You're lower than dirt. You're an ant. Let this be a lesson to all you ants. Ideas are very dangerous things. You are mindless, soil-shoving losers. Put on this earth to serve us.
You're wrong, Hopper. Ants are not meant to serve grasshoppers. I've seen these ants do great things. And year after year, they somehow manage to pick food for themselves and you. So who is the weaker species? Ants don't serve grasshoppers. It's you who need us. We're a lot stronger than you say.
Types of workplace conflicts. Leadership conflicts. Leaders are usually people who would intervene in workplace conflicts between employees. But what if the leaders themselves are the center and the cause of such drama? In fact, leadership conflicts are listed as one of the most popular types of workplace conflicts. Each leader has different leadership styles and management styles, and each employee responds to those styles in different ways. This can result in conflicts between managers of different teams or conflicts between leaders and team members. What will be the solution? To prevent this from happening, you need to establish and strengthen mutual respect within the workplace. Be aware that everybody has a different working style and adjust your management accordingly. Communicate clearly the differences to find out the common voice for everyone. Creative conflicts. While working in groups, conflicts regarding creativity and ideas are much likely to happen. Employees may come up with different ideas and have different reaction towards those ideas, which can lead to quarrels and competition. Though dealing with ideas that are totally different and contradictory is difficult, it can give the best solution for your business. Solution? Once again, it's important to build mutual respect within the team. Make sure everyone listens and comments on others' ideas without being rude or disrespectful. This will help employees look at each idea from multiple perspectives and select the best ideas for any project that they are working on. Work style conflicts. Employees can quarrel when they don't share similarities in how they work, have different approaches to do the things, and this will of course lead to conflicts. Many people prefer to work alone and according to their own speed, knowledge, and skills. Others enjoy working in groups, giving their opinions, and collaborating with teammates. Some wait until the deadline to finish their work while others submit their tasks early. Solution? Between two employees who are too different in how they work, it is necessary to have a mediator who can reconcile and find out what works best for both sides. Tell your staff that everyone enjoys a different working style, but the coordination between team members should be the priority. Encourage staff to learn to deal with each other's differences and be cooperative for the success of the task. Personality conflicts. It's obvious that people are different from each other and we are not going to get along with anyone we meet. We may run into some whose personality clashes with us. Conflicts are much likely to happen. Differences in perception and behaviors underpinned by culture, religion, background will also lead to differences in the way we see and behave towards other people. Solution. As a leader, you need to acquire strong meditation skills to understand each other employee and give them advice. Then convince them that each of us has different backgrounds and it's important that we maintain respect and empathy for each other. That's the way it can lead to good cooperation in a team. Task-based conflicts. There are many reasons for task-based conflicts. It could be a lack of coordination while working together or someone delaying work or effective communication leading to poor performance. This not only affects the job but also can lead to more serious consequences, especially on the progress and success of the team. Solution. It's important as a leader that you delegate tasks properly to everyone and clarify the responsibility in advance. By doing this, your employees will be aware of what expected of them, who they are working with, and the importance of collaboration in completing the task.
Conflict is inevitable. It's a fact of life. It's something every leader deals with, no matter their skills or experience level. There will always be complaints, disagreements, and problems that require your attention. So many conflicts in life are caused by a lack of or poor communication, and the workplace is no different. Misunderstanding, close-mindedness, and passive-aggressive behavior all contribute to workplace conflict. For example, inadequate communication is one of the most common conflicts faced by business leaders. Whether it's a set of instructions that were miscommunicated or a comment that was taken the wrong way, a communication conflict can quickly result in tension, poor productivity, and of course, errors. Another example can be personality-based conflicts. We are all different. We are not always going to like everyone we met. And it's not easy to work with someone whose personality we find distasteful. It's helpful to remember that who we perceive someone to be is not necessarily who they actually are. This circles back to the theme of empathy and understanding.
Now we are entering into a very important segment of conflict management, which is theory known as Thomas Skillman theory. and this theory was coined by two gentlemen, Kenneth Thomas and Russ Gilman, in the year 1974. These two gentlemen observed that conflicts are everywhere and people behave in a different manner in this type of different situation. Before we really proceed further, let's understand two important dimensions of the theory. In the x-axis, it is cooperativeness. It is nothing but thinking about others, or rather helping others by being cooperative. In the y-axis is assertiveness, which is thinking or concern only about yourselves in the conflicting situation. The theory has 5 conflict management styles based on these two dimensions. They are competing, avoiding, collaborating, accommodating, and finally compromising. Now let's understand one by one. The first quadrant is competing. In the competing style of conflict management, a person is high on assertiveness and low in cooperativeness. It is a win-lose situation in which an individual is concerned only about himself at the other person's expense, using whatever power seems appropriate to win his or her position. Competing might mean standing up for your rights, defending a position you believe is correct, or simply trying to win. This style is useful when quick decisive action is required. Now let's go to quadrant number 2, which is avoiding. In this style, a person is low on assertiveness as well as low in cooperativeness. In this situation of avoiding, an individual does not immediately pursue his or her own concerns or those of other persons. He or she is just simply avoid the situation. He or she does not address the conflict. They postpone an issue until a better time. This style is effective when the issue is relatively trivial, which is very small or negligible, when the cost of conflict outweighs the benefits of resolution. It is very effective or useful to control the arising of a negative emotion. Then quadrant number 3 is a collaborating. In this style of conflict management situation, a person is both high in assertiveness as well as high in cooperativeness. It is a win-win situation. In collaborating, an individual attempts to work with other persons to find a solution that fully satisfies the concern of both the parties. It involves digging into an issue to identify the underlying concerns of two individuals and to find an alternative that satisfies both the concerns. This style is effective when you want to learn and fully understand the other person's point of view. Now quadrant number 4, it's accommodating. In this style, a person is low in assertiveness but high in cooperativeness. It is just opposite of competing. In accommodating style, an individual neglects his or her own concerns to satisfy the concern of other persons. There is an element of self-sacrifice in this mode. This style is effective when you feel that creating goodwill is important if you want to build a social credit for future use. Then the final quadrant is compromising. In this style of conflict management, it intermediates in the both assertiveness and cooperativeness. In the compromising, an individual has the objective of finding out mutually acceptable solution that partially satisfy both the parties. Compromising falls on the middle ground between competing and accommodating, giving up more than competing but less than accommodating. This is how the Thomas Gilman theory of conflict management works.
Agreeing to disagree. If you are a manager or supervisor, you can create a team culture where disagreement is okay, can be appreciated, encouraged, and expected. Since we all have different opinions, disagreement comes naturally at work. Every opinion matters, so disagreement should be dealt professionally and fairly. Stick to the facts. While we all like to resolve conflict in an agreement, it's sometimes not possible, so it's crucial to the facts and ensure that no personal feelings or agendas enter into the equation. Treats other team members with respect and trust. All prefer to avoid conflict arising at the first place, so investing in a culture of positive employee relations is essential for a productive workplace. This includes treating all staff with dignity, respect, and being transparent and establishing a fair management system. Investigates issues rather than taking sides. When handling a conflict, active listening is very important. You should actively listen and carefully to both the parties and put yourself in their day-to-day position to get a true sense of what has motivated the issue. Only speak for yourself. It's the one thing to understand others. It's another thing to assume you know their position and to take that position from them. Managers will get better results if you let your people speak for themselves and you act as a facilitator to make sure the discussion is productive. Listen and then speak. We know what we think is right, so we always want to speak first to convince others. When both sides approach in that way, then no one is listening. Active listening is one of the most basic techniques for managing conflict in a workplace. So this is especially important to learn and to teach others.
Individuals should understand their own personal triggers to better deal with conflict situation in the workplace. Group members should think about other group member early on to identify privately those individuals and behaviors that may push their buttons.